and she's on her way out, and as conversations on the way out tend to go, she stops to turn around. I did think to ask you. I did. But you have responsibilities and things, and plus I didn't think you'd particularly like the idea. But you didn't have to. I wanted to ask for your help. I wasn't asking or not asking for your permission. Because I don't need your permission. I don't need anyone's permission. I got my files from the one registrar. I'm my own guardian. I didn't know that could be a thing, but that means I didn't need to ask, right? I didn't think I was wrong. I'm sorry if I was wrong. I was trying to protect people, Mehru specifically. Now I don't know what she is.
Wrong? If you mean morally wrong, no, you don't need permission, Theraline. You do need advice, counsel. And you just got a boatload of it from people who love you and have your best interest at heart. Young people your age are supposed to have counselors that have their best interests at heart and who have the authority to impose their good counsel. Counselors called parents. But real life has messed that up for you. From what I heard, no one has accused you of being evil or trying to do anything wicked. If you were accused of anything, it was of planning to do something dangerously stupid. Mehru got mad because from her point of view, you have attacked someone she loves by trying to put that someone in extreme danger she herself has experienced and very much fears. Do you understand that?
Yes, that's why I wanted to keep her as far from it as possible. I only went to her because there was something else I wanted to ask her. I started the whole interaction very poorly. But I understand why she's upset. I would be upset too if I was her, which is why I didn't want to burden her with this. But it's different. Our situations are different. I know what I'm walking into. I have a goal and people to help me achieve it who know exactly what to be on the lookout for. It's different, and she wouldn't let me explain. I went to her to try to be more prepared, defensive. But I phrased my question wrong, and that is my fault. But she said what I was asking was wrong, that my moral compass is wrong. I don't know enough to refute her. It scares me. She also scares me.
She uses words freely. I am rather confident that any path that she sees leading to your being trafficked or killed in Eastside is a bad path that all moral compasses should point away from. It is hard to argue against that because she is right as far as she goes. But dropping that, consider this at least. Eastside is a monster, a very big monster. Something that you should only go against with a lot of support. To be forthright, you, me, and Andrew, plus whatever the Centurion provides us, is still not a lot of support. We are going to do this. I am going to do this because Lady Ellerina asked me to and Lang needs me to. But if it goes sideways, I will not be surprised. Eastside is big, and we are small. I don't know what all hides inside it, and we are going to poke it with a stick. Lord willing, we will poke it and then get out of there before it can figure out who was holding the stick.
That is the plan. I do wish it was different. I wish the evidence didn't lead there. But it does, and I have to follow it. It's bigger than me. But it's also very personal. I don't want to get more people wrapped up in my search. And Mehru, she said I should ask someone, you or Gabriel or Lady Ellerina, to just go instead. I don't understand that. I don't understand how she can think that.
She thinks with family. We are family, and you've been drawn into that, whether you realize it or whether I realize it. You are not on your own anymore, and it isn't about using others, it's about supporting each other. Jesus tells us to value others more highly than ourselves, to concern ourselves with others in love, and then tells us not to be busybodies. There isn't a good instruction that God gives that we can't twist to evil, and so God constantly says this, but not that. And we are left balancing, trying to figure out the right thing to do. God is fine with that. He wants us to think about others' good without trying to make ourselves into little tyrants. Love is other-centered, not self-centered. Part of love is thinking about how our actions affect others. You are perfectly right in seeking to stop the shadow from doing whatever wickedness the shadow is trying to do, but that should not be your only goal. Remember to care for others. And part of caring for others is letting them care for you. That is more important sometimes than you would ever imagine. I am still not saying anything correctly. If I thought about this for a few days, I would sound a lot more coherent. In any case, you are 13 years old. You are going to make mistakes. Just let us help you before the mistakes get so bad they kill you.
You're coherent enough. If in a few days you come up with more. Okay. Okay, but you think Mehru thinks I've been you what?
Young people have a strong sense of immortality that sometimes gets confused with invulnerability. She is frightened that you are underestimating the danger to yourself.
Okay, yes, maybe. But you and Gabriel aren't brothers, are you? I thought I'm confused.
Brothers? No. Well, not by blood. There is a friend that sticks closer than a brother, and if kinship is by blood, then the shed blood of Christ is the strongest bond of all. We are brothers in Christ, even as you and I are brother and sister in the bond of salvation. But that is not what we're talking about, is it?
You said you and Mehru are family. I know nearly everyone around here is adopted, but she's Gabriel's daughter. Mehru does think with family, I know that. I don't understand what that has to do with me.
Oh. I realize it is important to you to keep your independence. You may not want it, but you are by proxy being made part of something like a family. From Mehru's perspective, you are part of the extended justice family. You may want to make it clear that you don't want that. Because the longer you don't, the more it's just going to happen.
I I don't not want that. I don't know. I mean, it can't be that easy. Mehru can't just make me be. I have I had my family. I can't just.
Does the idea of a family not connected by blood relation seem odd to you?
Not incredibly. As I said, I know nearly everyone here is adopted. Mehru and all her sisters, Lang. That makes sense, but that's not what you were talking about. It's not what you said. You said Mehru thinks with family as a matter of fact, and it's her perception that draws me in.
We are stuck in metaphor, I think. No, that's not a good metaphor. Okay, forget metaphor. Mehru is treating. At some point, Mehru made a decision that you are dear to her, like a sister.
That makes sense. I've noticed that. Something like that. We agreed to be friends, to start over. But just that. And then when I woke up from my coma, she acted like. She talked like we'd been friends forever. She was incredibly concerned, and I don't know what changed in that week, but she does care.
What changed, I think, is that she shared. those final memories.
But the fact that she came back at all, she was far away and she rushed back. And when I asked her why, she didn't have a good reason. She just, of course.
She doesn't do things by halves. It's not her way.
Believe me, I know. Exhibit A, what just happened.
True. You will have more success asking her directly. In any case, have patience with me and rephrase your question.
You said it first. I just want to know what you meant.
Said what first?
I don't remember exactly what, but you said Mehru thinks with family, and you and she are family. But you're not related. And potentially, I'm being pulled into the Justice family by Mehru. Against my will, perhaps. I'm not sure that's what's happening, but mostly because I don't understand. Mehru can't do. I was in my family. And as much as everyone feels bad, regrets, wishes what happened isn't what happened, it is.
You children have become our hobby, and an expensive one at that. But it feels like an extended family, and if you are willing to accept a definition of family that does not require physical blood relation or a judge signing a document, it's a commitment of love and a bit messy.
I have to go. I have to go to class. I'm sure this all makes sense, but I'm not really. I can't figure this out right now, and I have to worry about. I need to focus on other things. Go meet us tonight, though, at the station.
You can't be forced into anything against your will. If you're uncomfortable with, well, suddenly finding Mehru, well, being Mehru, or any of us treating you more intimately than you think right, speak up. Draw a line. We will respect it. Mehru will. Well, she will come to terms with it, though it does not change that she is afraid that you are going to get yourself killed.
I love Mehru. I do. And as much as she drives me insane, I don't want her to change. I can't deal with this right now. I thought if there was a simple answer, but there isn't. I don't intend to get killed. I know people usually don't, but I am actively trying not to. I have stuff to do. And Mehru knows that, and it seems all fine now that you're coming. Too much is riding on this, on understanding what everything. It is about family, you know? And I know people here would miss me. I do. And that helps. I owe it to the people here, if not. I'm going to be careful and fast, and I'm going to figure this out. Figure him out.
It is because so much is riding on this that you need help. You don't like asking for help. I understand that. Gabriel is that way. He doesn't want to impose on others even when what he is asking would not be an imposition. He is afraid to ask for help because if he needs help, he does not belong there in the first place. It's a character flaw that he may share with you. Some tasks require more than one or two people. Some tasks take an army. Hopefully not this one.
Thank you for your help. Even if it's not for me. Thank you anyway.
You are welcome. And there is a theological truth in all of this. On account of his son, the Father truly does love us.
What? Which is why I didn't want to burden her. I have a goal and people to help me. This is so sad in hindsight.